I think when I first looked up TPI instructor and found Mike, what I was finding is that most of the things that you had me doing, I could feel what part of the golf swing that was supposed to feel like. One of the things I've been doing lately a lot when I'm trying to find my rhythm, especially when I'm maybe a little bit off of my swing speed and I'm trying to catch up with Tony and trying to get my distance up there a little bit, I've tried to find the sensation of a battle rope. If I was going to take a battle rope from hip high and just hold it and then just slam it as hard as I could, how would I do that? Because I wouldn't do that by lifting it as fast as I can. It would be a rhythmic or rhythmic, whatever process where I'm going to kind of start slow, build, and then as I get to the top, transition a little bit and then slam it down kind of at the last second. So a battle rope for me it ends up kind of teaching me a little bit about rhythm and power and how to create power with rhythm and all that kind of stuff. There were other things that you were doing, that were glute activation or different things that I could feel like, oh, this is where I'm using this muscle in the golf swing. That's where I think there's a lot of really cool value in the TPI stuff that you do, because it's learning how to hit a golf ball and there's training your body what it's supposed to feel like to hit a golf ball well. And I think a lot of people and a lot of manufacturers, I guess, try to give us training aids that will force our bodies to do things, where TPI is giving you lifting movements and different things you can do in the gym to train those muscles, how to do it the right way, knowing which muscles to fire, how to fire them, when to fire them, what it's supposed to feel like when you fire them. All those things you're kind of doing in the gym. The training aid's only showing you, it's putting you in the correct position, but it's not strengthening the muscles that you necessarily need to use to get in that position. What you're doing with TPI is doing kind of 2 for 1. It's training you what it's supposed to feel like while also strengthening the muscles that you need to be using in order to be able to do that.
Yeah, you said it great. I think I'm like people's last resort, right? They either want to go see a pro or go get some new equipment. And when they come to see me, it's like, now I have to work, sweat equity, accountability. But they just think, oh, I just need to figure out how I can rotate faster. I just need to figure out how I can swing harder. And it's just, for me, when you're talking, I'm thinking just body awareness. Tony's trying to help people get body awareness when they got a club in their hand. And I'm trying to help guys get some body awareness while they're in the gym. Doing an exercise, and I think they have found that out with TPI is it's just getting your mind and your body to sync up, understanding if we can get you more balanced, if we can lengthen your muscles out, we can help you just understand what your body's doing, because I think some people, they don't even realize what they're doing. And I think it's cool when they jump in the gym and like with you, you kind of figure out, oh, this is what's happening when I'm moving in space, when I hop from one foot to the other, when I slam a ball, when I slam a rope, I can feel things engaging. Yeah, it's cool. I love seeing how the brain and the body connect physically. That's just kind of what I like to do.
Have y'all seen there's this thing, it's a robot, it's like a machine, and they can load up Roy McIlroy swing or Bryson DeChambeau swing, and then you hold the golf club, and when you swing it back, it'll force you into those same exact positions that they hit with the golf club at certain points in the golf swing. And I'm like, that's really cool idea. But Rory is not 6'4". So you put old 6'4" dude in there, and now the club is dropping way low. He's having to squat down super low just to try and get to the ball. Right? It's a moot point at that point, because every body is different. You have to understand something first before you can even have a chance at doing it. You might stumble upon it correctly by blind luck every now and again, and they have that aha, like, oh wow, that felt so effortless, whatever. But then you're just, you're throwing darts blindfolded. You're just getting lucky every once in a while. You don't understand it enough to understand how you had that effortless feeling swing, or whatever the case may be. We're talking about movement patterns at the end of the day, and it takes time to change movement patterns, but it also takes time to change the body, right? Someone comes into Mike for their first session, and he gives them their assessment and gives them their plan of action and then practicing whatever they're going to be doing as far as their training regimen goes. It takes a while for the muscles and the tendons and ligaments to be reaccustomed to something new. It doesn't just happen overnight. So again, when we're talking about working with someone on their golf swing and getting into different positions or changing how they use the ground or this, that, and the other, it all has to be married back to the body. Otherwise, you'll catch it once in a while, but you won't be able to repeat it, because those fibers, those ligaments, the fascial system is not trained. It's not stretched in the proper ways. It's not activated in the proper way. It's just random when you finally sync it up or whatever. To Garrett's whole fascination with glute activation, the guy had a very interesting shot today. He had hit his ball left up past the hills and basically on the out of bounds line, but he was still in play. He gets up there and his back is touching holly bushes. His butt's getting spiked by holly bushes. He's sitting there making his practice swings and he's like glitching out, like only extending to try and not like. And so he finally just busted out there and he's like, guys, I was the worst ever. They were like, no, we saw, man. We saw you. There's a training aid for you.
Yeah, I will say, I mostly work with guys and a lot of times they come in with like their backs are hurting. And usually that's the first telltale sign that their glutes aren't firing. Nothing will get a guy's glutes firing than having another guy touch his glutes. So when I'm close to another guy's glute, right or left glute, that thing goes, ping! So you can edit that out too, but it doesn't take long for me to get a guy's glute activated in the gym.
There's a quote for you.
Yeah.
You want to have your glutes activated? Just let Mike touch them, and you're just perfect. With that grin too. Look at that boyish good look grin he's got going on.
Hey, yeah, it's fine.